Developing news first tonight, a major shakeup sending shockwaves through Michigan's political landscape. John Cherry, the man many considered the Democratic frontrunner for governor in Decision 2010, says he will not run. 24-hour News 8 political reporter Rick Elvin is kicking off team coverage tonight on this. He is at the live desk with the latest developments on the lieutenant governor's decision. Rick?
5 days into the new year, and the former legislator, current lieutenant governor, says he can't raise the money, and consequently, he will not run for governor. He says he's out. The news came as a surprise to some, a shock to others, and a disappointment to still others who thought Cherry, with his broad union support, might be a good way for Democrats to be able to hold on to the governor's office in 2010. In a statement, he said, "I had hoped that my campaign could argue for a Michigan that could put its great assets to work to create a new, vibrant 21st century economy. Our great workforce and citizenry, internationally renowned institutions of higher education, and the 20% of the world's supply of fresh water that surround us. Those are strong building blocks," he said, "for the future. I am disappointed that I will not be the candidate to carry that message forward." Cherry may be disappointed, but for a number of other Democrats, this is a real game changer when it comes to the race for governor. Because, for example, with a prohibitive favorite like Cherry in the race, a lot of people may have been sitting on the sidelines. Today, those already running or considering running are sure to be joined by others that will maybe now join in because John Cherry is out. Representative Alma Wheeler-Smith, for example, already declared that she's a candidate. She was the first to do so, from South Lyon. The mayor of Lansing, former state legislator Verge Bonero, says he'll make his candidacy official and soon. Speaker of the House Andy Dillon of Redford Township has been flirting with the idea. This may prompt him to more seriously consider a run. Detroit State Senator Hanson Clark reportedly filed paperwork just hours after the Cherry announcement that he is going to run. Former Genesee County Treasurer Daniel Kildee says he may get in. Wayne County Executive Robert Ficano has been mentioned as a possible candidate. Former Rep. John Freeman, Michigan State Trustee George Perlis say they're running, and that list is going to grow. Almost certainly it is going to grow. This race really does change everything. Probably will attract a large field of candidates, almost certainly will, and it really could change the way the vote goes because it's going to split the vote in all different directions. A game changer, as we've said, for Republicans, too, who were all ready to run against the record of Jennifer Granholm and, by extrapolation, her number two for 2 terms, John Cherry. Now, while the current governor will no doubt be a campaign issue, it may be more difficult to tie whoever that candidate is going to be, and tonight we sure don't know. And the Republicans who thought they had a good idea who the Democratic nominee was going to be don't know now who that nominee may be. So this really changes this race in a big way, Brian.
There's a little speculation about the Democrats that may get in or stay in on this race. Let's talk about the Republicans. Will anyone else be enticed now to get into this race, or will anyone maybe pull back? Because, as you mentioned, they had their sights lined up on this guy, and now he's gone.
Yeah, here's the thing. I've been telling groups, talked to a big group over at DeVos Place not long ago. I said, look, I don't think, it's my personal opinion, that everybody who's going to run for governor has already gotten into this race. And by the way, I don't believe that everybody who is in this race will stay in. Well, I wasn't thinking about John Cherry. This was a big surprise for me. But this will necessarily change things for Democrats, as we talked about. Will it draw some other Republicans in? It may. Certainly will draw Democrats in. But it changes the dynamics all the way around, because it really was going to be a referendum on the Granholm-Cherry administration. That's the way this is going to be painted. And so now this could entice some other people. And there are a lot of names out there. Remember, there are over 60 Democrats in the House, over 15 in the Senate, plus former legislators and mayors. And what about the congressional delegation? Sure. There are a couple of possibilities there. This is really going to be an interesting race. Not that it wasn't interesting already. Now it gets real interesting.
Definitely. Rick Alvin, thank you for that.